Hello, everyone. Welcome back. MLB Prop Show presented by Props Optimizer. If you guys already don't know, it is our free prop betting platform on Android and iOS. If you have not already downloaded it, please go there, download it today. Try us out. Give us a 5-star review. It is free with ads, or you can pay $10 per month to get ad free. Your choice. Just all I ask is to come give us a try. Now, let's get in on it. Nate, glad you joined us at LineStar. If you guys are not familiar, LineStar and Props Optimizer, it's both by the same company. And what you will be seeing on the screen is the LineStar Props platform. And it's just simply that we don't have a Props Optimizer website. So using that, but the same picks are on absolutely both spots. Travis, we need a sweep. Yes, we do. I'm going a little lighter on the picks today. There's a bunch of kind of interesting matchups where I could kind of see it going either way and just didn't want to go too hard. And we also had a very, very bad Friday. I can't believe how bad it went. Hope you guys had much better success. We were like 0-7 or something like that. I don't know if I've ever had a slate where that many of the picks went wrong. Eddie, it is nice to have you back on the show. I greatly appreciate you always showing up. Now, let's get into some picks. It's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter show, but it should be a good one. Come join us on the Props Optimizer. Now, getting over to our picks, there's 3 main spots that I like today. We're going to start with Noveli, Marte, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Our LineStar projections 3.4. Consensus is 2. Now, I think Marte is in a very good spot. He's versus Medros on on the Angels, who isn't a very good pitcher. And then we know the bullpen for the Angels is awful. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. As far as the starting pitcher, he has an ERA of 9.8 versus righties with a 200 ISO and a 500 WOBA. And then Marte just been on absolute fire, hitting 316 over the last 20, 306 versus righties, and hitting the ball hard with that and 44% hard contact rate. And as we know, that Angels bullpen is one to pick on. They rank 26, 4.8 ERA. Ton of earned runs, ton of home runs are allowed. It's in a ballpark that plays up to the home run as well. With Marte being hot, I love this spot to take advantage of that Angels pitching. It's a good matchup. And Cincinnati should be able to score a few runs. Next, we got Ramon, Lauerano, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Our LineStar projections 3. Consensus is at 1.8. And Ramon Lauerano is on absolute fire. He's hitting 386 over the last 20 games, 391 over the last 20 versus lefties. Dude's been crushing the ball. He always crushes lefties, and he's in an interesting spot versus Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray has not been pitching his best lately. His FIP is up in the 4s. Lauerano, 50% hard contact rate, and shout out to the BVP Truthers. 13 plate attempts versus Ray. He's hitting 583 home run, 500 ISO, 644 WOBA. I like the spot for Ramon Lauerano to stay hot. I was trying to avoid the Padres today as it was a frustrating last series. We got swept by the Dodgers. We were 1 game up. Now we're behind in the NL West, and we need to get right. I think Lauerano can definitely do that. He has been hitting so well, and hitting 470 over the last week. So we're going to Ramon Lauerano. So those are going to be our two top props. Marte and Lauerano over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Now, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And that enters you into a contest to win $20 if these two props hit, or win these two props hit. Now, our third and final prop of the day is Teoscar Hernandez over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar is at 4.6 for our projection. Consensus at 3.2. The man has been crushing the ball. It is minus 155 in sports books. I think this will probably show up on the pick'em sites as well, just because it's a 2.5 number, which is so high. Teoscar is versus lefties. And if you guys have followed our show here for the year, one of the things that we always like to go back to is Teoscar Hernandez versus lefties. But also right now he's on fire. He's hitting 320 the last week versus lefties over the last 150 games, 315 with a 268 ISO. Over the last 20, 308 ISO. Now, the matchup, he's versus Kyle Freebom. 5.6 its ERA versus righties, 185 ISO. We also have warm weather, mid 80s in Colorado, wind slightly blowing out, and Teoscar has a 60% hard hit rate. It's 1 of 3 with a home run off Freebom. I wouldn't really consider that whatsoever, but you get past him and you have a bullpen that's terrible. So I think it kind of checks all the boxes for Teoscar, and I love this spot for him to go yard. Now, just to recap what we got, our 3 picks for today. Marte, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Ramon Lauerano, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Teoscar Hernandez, over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Now, I also just kind of highlighted a few fantasy points spots. I don't mind stacking these Dodger bats if you want to throw out a bigger pick'em. Teoscar, Mookie, Freddie, Ohtani, all of their fantasy points are probably too low. I think Ohtani is at 11.5, and over the last 2 years, he's only been under in Colorado once for 11. So I think these Dodger bats are super, super interesting, and you can definitely stack them at Coors tonight versus Freebom. I think it's a very, very interesting spot. Let's make this money, Tyler Yellick. Love the contest, bro. Thank you for showing up, Renee. Definitely appreciate the support. Goes a long way to help our small company. All these likes, comments, all that just helps us, improve our reach, which we can then just give you guys more value for free. Now, let's get to our home run calls of the day to round this one out. And I have to go to Teoscar Hernandez. We have made a 21.6% chance of a home run. Vegas is at almost 28%. So it's not the best hitting environment or betting environment, but I think Teoscar is one of the most likely to go yard on this slate. And it is a much better betting environment than Shohei Ohtani, who Vegas is at 38% while we're at 23%. So I do like Teoscar in this spot. As I said, it's simply Teoscar versus lefties, plus you get the aspect of the Coors effect. He has a 268 ISO over the last 150 games versus lefties, 308 versus the last 20. He's just hitting the ball way too hard. Freebom giving up 4% home runs per plate attempt. All in all, I absolutely love this spot. You get past Teoscar and you get the bullpen, who is awful. Teoscar is a great play today in all formats. And that is going to do it for us today. Eddie, Marte, Lauerano, Teoscar, let's lock it in. Let's go. I'm riding with it. Hope you guys all win as well. We'll be back with more tomorrow, and I'm going to try and fit in some best ball slates today. Also, Later this afternoon, we're going to be on with football doc Dr. Chow and talk some NFL injury stuff, what to watch out for, what he sees out of some of these situations. It should be a fun one. Thank you guys all for joining us. See you later. Peace.